Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Scratching Post. We scratch at that gaming itch. My name, of course, is Eback, and you're joining us for, once again, another episode of Saturday Night Cinevoices. Never change, all of you, never change. Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to the Scratching Post. We scratch that gaming itch. My name, of course, is Eback, and you're, of course, joining in here. Every Saturday, I gather my friends together, and we play or put our voice acting talents to various games, mostly visual novels. And of course, we're going to continue with that tonight. And I can switch over to the game. You guys are going to be able to see the game in just a second once I just get the in-game overlay sorted out. Now that's the webcam. Don't want that. You don't want to see my face. You want to see my ugly mug. You want to see the game.
No, we do want to. Your face is not ugly. Do not. Don't make me come over there.
We'll fight you.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna make Kay and they'll come out and fight me to do this. Hello, everyone. So naturally, we're gonna return to the Eternal Trilogy, which I was gonna quickly pass the show to my followers. But of course, I introduce the cast. Introduce the cast as I always do. So joining me, of course, in this adventure is our regular cast. We have Burr.
It's a beautiful day.
You completely cut out there, my buddy.
Cutting out,
Yeah, you're cutting out completely. Return to us.
That's bad. Never mind then.
Oh, God. I'm terribly sorry. I'm sorry that had to upset your opening, my friend.
Oh well. I knew it would happen.
We have Divot.
The following joke is brought to you by Drifting Light.
And with that intro, with that info, we have Drifting.
I had a joke prepared, but now he ruined it. No, he didn't. I'm moving this on. Kay, say something.
We have Kay.
No, you told me to riff
I
off
know.
your joke.
It's been ruined.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
I mean to ruin it. I
I'm just gonna
apologize.
read the thing you told me to say anyway.
It's
I
like watching
was-
dominoes.
I'd advise against that. She stacks +4s. You don't get the context because that's what Drifting told me to say, but she didn't do her opening bit.
No. I got blindsided. It happens.
Let's see. We are 2 minutes into the stream, and already chaos has already been thrown into the midst. Live grenades being thrown into the chat.
I'm trying to put out the fires, sir. There's too many.
Well, moving on from Kay, we have, of course, as we like to refer to our woman in Japan, Laura Petal.
I'm walking into this room like that guy with the pizza box right now. What the hell?
He commands tanks, he commands all sorts. He also commands a group of very green-haired aliens who jump off cliffs. We have our own Lemming Russ.
Cookie one-liner!
And, of course, we have Mistropolis.
I got a new logo, and it talks.
Yeah,
Wow.
that it does. That it does.
Well,
So
check you out.
check you out.
Uh-huh.
Check me out.
Hi, thank God the lump in my throat is now finally subsided.
Yay.
Yeah, I just need my lump on my tongue to subside.
Oh no. Did you bite it?
I have no idea.
Okay, so we're going to get right back into it, as here we are. We're going to get right back into this case, because boy, howdy, did it really pick up last time.
Yeah.
The Queen is handling this personally.
Yes, we have been joined by Queen Garan the Hedgehog.
Yes.
When's
So-
your hedgehog?
Look at her hair.
I thought she was a spider.
Just look
She
at her
is.
hair. It's a hedgehog hair.
She's a spider.
All right. All right. Do you want to pick it up where we were?
Oh, yes. Your Scarouser, thank you for gracing us with your presence.
I will use Rafe as ellipses to say that because Rafer is here, Drifting, you be the queen for the Sabiel. Okay, Sabiel. Okay.
Your Scarouser, I understand it might be difficult for you, but may we proceed with the divination seance?
What are you saying? Your what?
I'm sorry. I thought I was referring to Queen Garan. Okay, never mind. Your petulance.
Yes. Let us proceed.
Forgive him for asking, but are you feeling physically unwell? If so, I would advise you to avoid any undue exertion.
Mm-hmm.
Your benevolence, I have googly eyes.
What's wrong? It's like her mind's anywhere but here.
A lot's happened since yesterday.
Yeah, gee, I wonder, Apollo.
Mhm.
On top of the mother of her beloved no. On top of the murder of her beloved father, she found out that he'd been planning a coup.
I don't want to know where your mind is right now, boss.
In the gutter, obviously. And today she'll have to experience his death through his own eyes.
Yeah, that would be enough to shake anyone up.
Still, it seems like she's worse off today than she was yesterday.
She's mourning.
Poor thing.
Yeah, I don't remember her being this depressed.
I'm sorry, my first thought there was just wait until she hits afternoon.
Oh, Jesus.
Drifting?
Completely forgot this was my character. Oh dear.
Your evidence.
You must speak with our child. Sorry, I was zoning out. It happens. It is a mother's duty to discipline her child, after all. Now, if you're going to excuse us.
I thought you were going to say it's a mother's duty to zone out there for a second.
Clearly.
They go through a lot.
That's a pretty big duty.
Discipline? Come on, I don't like the sound of that at all. Wait. Garan didn't do something to her, did she?
Your Eminence, about today's divination seance. As I understand it, the prosecution has yet to review its content. Is this deviation from protocol a part of your plan?
Prosecutor Satmadi, would you care to explain your actions?
Your Eminence, the accused was caught at the scene of the crime. Therefore, I deem no seance would be necessary for such a clear-cut case.
You and your bleeding heart. You seek to spare Rafe the trauma of witnessing her father's death. Is that why you have done this?
No, not at all.
You were concerned for me, Prosecutor Satmadi?
That's oddly compassionate of him, all things considered.
Your Eminence, Your Majesty, regardless of what is best for her benevolence, this case is blessed with a bounty of incontrovertible evidence. So I believe we could reach a swift verdict without devoting precious time to a seance.
You have a point. Personally, I would like to spare her benevolence any undue misery. Experiencing the murder of a loved one is a burden no one should have to bear.
Prosecutor Satmadi, Your Majesty. Can this trial truly proceed without a divination seance?
I can't blame her for not wanting to experience her father's murder firsthand.
Your Eminence, what are your feelings on the matter? Shall we have Her Benevolence return home for some much needed rest?
We shall not. You fool spoil with your feckless words of compassion.
Exclamation mark!
Listen well, Rafa. You have spoken time and time again about how grown up you are now.
Yes, but
So let us see if the royal priestess has truly come into her own. Are you prepared to fulfill your duty and perform the divination seance as you should?
yes.
That's better.
Did someone turn on the bitch mode switch on this woman? Jeez.
Yeah,
She just stopped pretending.
basically. That's better. See? Problem solved.
Oh, Rafa, is this really a good idea?
I guess we'll see.
Very well. Let us begin the divination seance. Naina, my robe. Oh,
Looks like Naina's still missing.
It's been a whole day already.
bobbed head.
Yes?
Stop munching your snacks. You remove my robe.
What? Why me?
Why not you?
Don't you have benevolence waiting now, Mr. Wright?
I just didn't think you'd want me to touch your clothing.
Can't you see she's ready to begin?
Great. I've been reduced to royal robe remover.
Better than royal shin kicker.
It's like she's grooming Mr. Wright to be Naina's replacement.
The royal recipients of shin kickings.
Yeah, better than Royal Shinheber. Farewell, your benevolence. Please start when you're ready.
Come, Rafa. You know what must be done. There's no turning back now.
I know.
The final memories of the deceased. They should be interesting.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name.
Laura?
May I request us turned off, if it's possible?
I don't think I can. I can't turn it off, unfortunately.
No, if you turn off effects.
But I'll turn off all the effects, I think, as well, including the sound effects and such. However, I don't think if you just repeat the line.
Okay then.
Actually, no. Is it going to go into more of it then, in that case? Is there more after this?
Yeah, there's more after this.
Yeah, she has a whole little speech, and that's why effects, and then we can turn it back on right after she's done.
Go.
Okay.
Oh, Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
I have a very sneaking suspicion this is going to end terribly.
Probably.
You don't say.
Is this the first time we've seen the seance in HD as well?
Yes.
It
I
is.
think so, yeah.
First HD seance
Yeah.
dance, yes.
Well, there's some positivity in seeing it again then.
HD.
And the Bulgarian Ladies Choir as well.
Ah. I've just seen her boots. I like her boots.
Oh, she's got a back tattoo as well.
They're kind of like boots / sandals. It's weird.
I mean, she definitely wouldn't be out of place in like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat
True.
or Soul Calibur. She just needs a sword.
I think her tongue is sharp enough.
I would say Soul Calibur actually. I could see like the Talon sort of comparison there.
Yeah.
Penguin says, I'm getting Winx Club vibe with the dance. I'm gonna never.
Honestly, I can see that.
Blast from the past. Dang.
In we go. Hold your breath, everyone.
Just in case it goes terribly, I might put a trigger warning just in case this goes very terribly.
Okay, yeah. Trigger warning for anyone who's going to see it. We're going to see the actual murder take place.
I mean, I'm guessing it won't be terrible. It'll be
Oh.
like.
Oh,
I was
That's it.
I was right. Right, I'm gonna play this as is, but be prepared.
go. Huh? Just put this shit back on. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Your benevolence. What's wrong?
This is unacceptable.
Bailiff, take your benevolence to the first aid station at once.
There goes the gunman. This is not good.
May I request go round back?
Catch.
Your Eminence, do you have an idea why her benevolence collapsed so suddenly?
It seems she was not ready for what the deceased was to reveal. It overwhelmed her. Her inexperience and immaturity left her ill-prepared to face her father's death. And she said she could go through with it. How very disappointing.
I know someone who's not winning Mother of the Year ever. I mean, of course Rafa's going to be overwhelmed. She's still just a child.
Someone's not going to get a Mother's Day present tomorrow.
It seems we have no choice but to move on to witness testimony. Your Majesty.
Yes. Oh, let us proceed. Bailiff, summon the first witness, if you would.
Hello, Leia. Say hello to Leia, everyone.
Hi, Leia.
Hello, Leia.
Hello.
Well, there he is.
Is it not accused?
Before I read the lights. There we go.
Rip it, baby.
Rip it, baby.
Baby.
It is indeed. I thought I would give him the opportunity to plead his case. For true justice is more than a unilateral presentation of the facts by the prosecution.
Oh, and I just thought you liked me.
That seems uncharacteristically fair of her.
However, should the accused fail to produce convincing testimony, he, along with his cabal of traitorous lawyers, shall immediately be found guilty. And their heads will roll from their shoulders.
What? I should have known there was a catch.
Your court, your rules. Same as it always was, I see, Karan.
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
Now then, Mr. Dirk Sadmati, if you could enlighten us as to what happened.
Well, I would, if I could.
I'm not doing the thing.
Okay. Witness testimony. Dirk explains himself.
I was struck by a sudden dizziness the moment I entered the tomb. And the next thing I knew, I was standing there with a bloody knife in my hand. And lying right in front of me was Inga, dead as a doornail. I've no recollection of what happened in the interim. But I didn't kill him. At least, I don't think I did. It'd go against everything I believe in.
That didn't explain squat.
Good luck, Apollo.
For the record, let it be known
Uh-oh.
that the accused's fingerprints were all over the murder weapon.
Not yet, duh, if he's holding it.
And since he was caught in the act, there was no chance for a third party to tamper with it. I know your games. You two.
Well, that certainly seems to point a finger at you, Mr. Sandman.
Well, what now, Mr. Wright?
You're asking me?
You're the king of bullshitting your way through this, so yes, we're asking you.
Even as a lawyer, I have to agree with you there, Your Majesty. Ha!
Well, now we're double fucked.
Yeah, this is not. Try and keep language at bay, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Seriously, Dirk? This is no laughing matter.
This is exactly what Garan wanted. To have Dirk try to plead his case, only to fail miserably.
How low can she go? Probably not low with that hair.
Prosecutor, behold this most unpleasant of spectacles, and let it be etched into your soul.
You know, there is something I do wonder about her design.
Go on.
Where the hell is that gemstone on the forehead connected to? Because it seems to just be floating in midair.
It could be that jewel thing could be. I don't know.
So you know that red jewel on the side of her head. I'm wondering if that's like a clip or a headband, and like the
Maybe.
chain comes from that to the front of her head.
That would be the only thing that makes sense, but it's
Yeah,
not
that's-
very clear in the design.
No, it's not.
Well, speaking of how low can she go, I wonder if that hair behind her is prehensile, so in which case she can go very low because she can just walk under it using her hair.
Yeah.
See how instead of accepting the inevitable, those fish-brained lawyers founder and flop themselves straight into the abyss of despair.
Yes, Your Eminence. Show me the way.
You clearly do not know it.
Now then, when did the French police begin the cross-examination?
Cross-examination of what?
Just bullshit the bullshit.
Cross-examination. Dirk explains himself. Okay, so I'm guessing we're just in the press game here.
Yeah.
Hold it! You were struck by a sudden dizziness? Was it because of his illness? Is that something that's ever happened to you before?
Can't say that it has. Maybe age is catching up with me. I'm no spring chicken after all.
That's not the issue here.
A most cunning excuse, one befitting of an insidious insurgent.
Oh?
A killer who does not recall his crime. How very convenient. Next, I imagine you will plead insanity.
Yours, yes.
You aim to seek a lesser sentence through excuses and subterfuge, do you not?
Objection! Don't make me laugh, your malevolence.
Oh, wow.
How dare
I'm
you?
wandering around.
Oh, I dared, lady. I'm merely stating my innocence. I've no intention of offering excuses.
This sounds like the start of a cat fight.
It's your baseless speculation that would decry as foolish. You deceitful witch.
Fight, 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 fight.
Is it your wish that I should claim your head right now, in this very hall?
Well, that would certainly speed things along.
Hold it. Dirk, why don't you let me handle it from here? If there's anything you need to say, you can say it through me, okay? Anything to stop you from needling the queen.
Do not poke the queen. Do not feed the queen. The queen is an animal.
I'm gonna do all those things.
Oh no.
Next time you have an objection, you'd better have some proof to go with it, Dirk.
The accused will continue with what he does recall of the crime.
That's a shorter list anyway.
Okay. Hold it! Do you recall anyone putting the knife in your hand, Dirk?
Wish I could say I did, but I don't remember a thing before I came to. You think there might have been a third party in the tomb, son?
A mysterious third person, if you will.
Yeah, because if you didn't do it, then the real killer must have been there with you.
Objection! Into royal ellipses.
You called your evidence.
Does she go anywhere without those goons?
Was there a third party in the tomb when you were securing it?
No, your eminence. We searched high and we searched low. We found no one of the sort.
And there you have it.
All right. They did search the place.
Furthermore, my guards had the entire tomb surrounded, so there was no way for anyone to escape.
That's right. No one got in or out without our knowledge.
Was a different one.
Well, her evidence's on-site directives were absolutely flawless. I'm not saying that.
Neither am I.
Fair enough.
Do you see now? The presence of a third party is beyond the realm of possibility. Now let me turn around. I have to talk to my men because they won't shout my name. The tomb was, for all intents and purposes, completely sealed off from the rest of the world.
What a waste of time.
Say.
How can it be any more obvious Doug is the real killer?
Oh, thanks for nothing, gallery guy. As if our graves were already deep enough.
Accused, what do you believe about the possible presence of a third party?
Well, based on the situation you presented, I'd say the chances are slim to none.
You didn't have to agree with her, Dirk.
Let the accused's statements be added to his testimony.
Very well, Mr. Shagmatty, if you would.
So the more we press, the thinner our case gets.
Well, let's keep pressing and maybe we'll work out the wrinkles in it too.
New line.
The possibility of a third party being there in the tomb is probably non-existent.
I think pressing this is meaningless because that's already established. Like, there's no potential avenue, so let's try other lines. You stated that he was as dead as a doornail. How could you be so sure?
Well, doornails are not alive usually, so...
It's pretty easy to spot the difference between a soulless man and the soulless shell of a man.
Theo, you want to come down here and do this?
No! I do not! I'm texting Simon, leave me alone.
His complexion and the amount of blood at the scene was made obvious, which it was.
Watch your words, or you shall join Minister Inger much sooner than expected. You can bow your head before him and seek his forgiveness there in the Twilight Realm. If you still have a head to bow, that is.
You bloodthirsty spider.
Ooh, I'd take that as a compliment.
What happened to
Hey,
you?
like her animal motif.
There was still a little love in your heart 23 years ago. You even used to think of me as a brother.
Okay, well,
Doubt.
hang on. 23 years is a long time. That's a whole Apollo. Apollo minus 1 year, but genuinely though, that's how because he's 23 in Dual Destinies. He's 24 in this game.
I'm not a measuring stick.
I started using as my barometer the fact that my friend is my friend is Phoenix's age in the first game, and I am Phoenix's age in college because I'm 21 and she's 24. I started using that as a measuring thing. So Ace Attorney character timelines are great for measuring time. Is my point there.
4-7 Apollos ago.
I can't. Oh my god. Thank you, Burr.
First, Dirk, number 1, ew. Number 2, never. Number 3, it seems you truly do have a death wish.
Is that really all you've got?
Dirk, I'm begging you. Enough of the lip. Just deliver your testimony, please.
Your Honor, the defense is having a crisis.
All right, I'll try. But, I can't promise anything.
I relate to Dirk so much.
She's just so easy to poke. That's the trouble.
A day's passed since the murder. Have you remembered anything in that time? Without pressing comments towards the Queen?
Well, my memory is completely blank. It's as if that part of my brain has been scooped right out.
How very convenient. But even if you have no memory of the event, your guilt is without question. There is nothing more to debate.
That's what your sister said. You're forgetting one thing, Garan. I have no motive.
That was so lowbrow, I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. You lead a band of insurgents that seeks to overthrow the government. I would say that alone is motive enough to slay our kingdom's minister of justice.
I know this is supposed to look menacing, but
Objection!
I don't understand the purpose of this hand gesture she's making.
I've declared countless times that I lead a bloodless revolution. I forbid violence and murder, even if some younger members may have the thirst for blood.
You have vampires on the team?
A bloodless revolution? You wouldn't really have a motive in that case.
Wait, didn't I tell you, Athena, I'm a vampire?
Huh. That explains a lot, actually.
Is that an important statement? I'd imagine it fucking is.
Yeah.
Dot, put the fake teeth away.
It's got a big enough jaw for it.
I imagine he would actually. It's like a gag gift that's, I don't know, he pillies from like a.
Yeah. That has heard that they have something called Halloween in the West, but he's not sure when, so he carries the fake teeth every day.
Amazing. Good for him.
That was an important statement. I'd like my client to add that to his testimony. Please.
Very well done. The accursed will please. The accused. I can't stop reading this as the accursed. The accused will please do as the defendant has requested.
I mean, if Garan is anything to go by, I think he's going to get cursed.
Your Honor, you're speaking to me, not Dots. Come on.
A new line.
I don't have a motive for killing Inga. After all, me and my ilk seek a bloodless revolution.
Hold it. Me and my elk.
Hold it. A bloodless revolution? Could you be more specific?
I'm talking about dragging this pompous prosecutor here off her bloody throne. So go ahead, Garan. Act all high and mighty now, because it's the last chance you'll get.
The defense retracts its question.
You still speak of rebellion despite the charges against you. You truly are a foolish fool of a fool who fools around all day. I will prove your guilt soon enough and display your head for all of Khura'in to see. People will forever speak of you, not as a revolutionary, but as the terrorist you are.
You're mistaken, your malevolence. It will be you the people speak of. As the tyrant who was overthrown by our own people.
Oh, come on!
Apollo's about to have a heart attack.
I wonder if you will still be spewing such nonsense before the headsman's axe.
Ha! I'm afraid I'll still be like this in the afterlife. Despot.
Don't want a shiny badge! Shiny badge!
Apollo, where are you going? You have a trial to do!
Take it off me, I don't want to be here anymore.
F this S, I'm out.
I'm done!
I know that self-restraint is as far as apple pie to duck, but I'd really rather go home than the Twilight Realm after this.
Fair enough.
Hold it!
Can you state that you didn't kill him more definitively?
No.
How can I, when I have no memory of what happened?
Well, can you at least state whether or not you are a murderer?
That, I can definitely do. I am not a murderer. I would not, I would never kill anyone, no matter the circumstances.
Objection!
So you're Batman.
Objection! And do you have any evidence to support your claim that you did not kill the minister?
Evidence? Oh, can't say that I do.
In that case, you will strike the statement, "I didn't kill him," from your testimony.
Wait, you can't just discard testimony like that.
She can and
I
she
mean-
will.
I'm the one cross-examining the defendant, after all.
Hold your prattling tongue, foreign devil.
Ye-
I am the queen of this kingdom, and the queen is the law.
Huh?
As such, I need not follow the laws that are in place. I can make and break them at will.
I don't think that's how that works,
So-
actually.
Why are we even here?
For funsies.
Henceforth, the accused will refrain from stating I didn't kill him, and instead will say I did kill him.
Sure, whatever. It's the grand show after all. Same as always. Thanks for noticing me. Though I guess there's no evidence that proves I didn't kill him either.
Doug, leave the evidence finding to me. Now, please, will you stop agreeing with everything the prosecution says? Please.
Alright, I'll stick to the facts from now on.
Thank you.
But remember, son, if you truly believe in me, then you should be able to prove my innocence. No problem, okay? I know you can do it. I believe in you, son.
He believes I'll prove him innocent, even with all these inconvenient truths. Is that what he's saying?
I think Dirk might be onto something. Or just on something. Even the most disadvantageous facts may point the way to the truth. So don't ignore them. Think of them as food for thought.
Oh, no, don't worry, I know.
Also, he brought himself some prison wine this morning.
The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I need to remember that no matter how difficult the facts may be to deal with.
If only we could establish the possibility of a third party.
That's your answer to everything.
But does the possibility itself even exist?
We don't have a choice. Proving he exists is the only way to start a real dialogue here.
Okay. Alright.
I think we might need evidence.
We need evidence. So this is... If Dirk's not hurt, then what's the mysterious bloodstain?
Good question.
Where's an appropriate place? Non-existent? Well, is there? We've got a bloodstain. Objection!
Which does not belong to the victim, by the way.
Yeah. Your evidence. I'm afraid this trial will not go exactly as you anticipated, because I can show how there might have been a third party in that tomb.
Oh, how very fascinating. Go on. I do so love a good fairy tale.
Well, you know about those being the evil witch in them.
Yes. Yes, I love Maleficent, you see.
We did a luminal test at the crime scene. Yes, mister.
Hot meat kettle, eh, son?
We did a luminal test at the crime scene, and we found a bloodstain that didn't match the Justice Minister's blood. I'll remind you that neither Dirk nor Miss Faye were injured during the incident. The thing is, this bloodstain we found had been wiped up by someone.
Oh, whoa, what's this? But... Who'd have done such a thing?
That's the big question, isn't it? Who wiped up the blood and why? Thinking about it logically, It must be someone who wanted to conceal their presence at the scene of the crime.
Oh? And to whom do you suppose the bloodstain might belong?
The bloodstain belongs to
The real killer.
the real killer. Sure. The bloodstain belongs to the real killer, of course. Whoever it was, they were probably shot while they were attacking Minister Inga. And since their blood would give them away, they had to wipe it up. I say this because we know for a fact that the Justice Minister fired his gun in the tomb.
Objection! You have the memory of a flea. There was nowhere for anyone to hide. This, too, is a known fact.
Objection! But a
Actually,
but a bloodstain from a third party means there must have been someone hiding there.
Very well, then. Tell me this. Where was this third party hiding?
Oh.
The crime scene was thoroughly searched after it was discovered. So if there was a hiding place, it would have to be somewhere no one would dare look.
Somewhere no one would dare look,
do you know where that was, kids? Let's have the answer, defense.
Okay, yeah. Your line, Judge.
No, where would the third party have hidden?
Exactly where you point out to me, game.
Yeah.
There's one place no one would search, not even the Queen's Royal Guard, and that would be...
Google second page.
Jesus.
inside Queen Amara's sarcophagus. Even now it's locked up tight. No
Can I have a
one...
gold star for that one, Jesus?
You get a good star, Heaven. Okay. No one would find you if you're hidden there. I'm told that it's a temperature controlled to preserve the mummy within. But if someone dressed warmly enough, they could withstand the cold for a short time.
This is sacrilege. Surely the perpetrator of such a foul deed would be cursed, like the accursed.
This place
is
cursed.
Yes, it's cursed. But that's just it. The killer knew everyone would be too scared to open the sarcophagus.
True. The gods were so scared of being cursed, they wouldn't even touch it.
And when the coast was clear, the killer made a quick escape from within their frigid confines.
Well, now, that does sound like a plausible method of evading capture.
The defense requests a DNA test on the bloodstain. And then we'll see just who the real killer is.
Insolence! Such insolence! Bow your head and kneel, lawyer.
No.
So your head may be parted from your shoulders.
Definitely no.
But the trial's not even over.
Ha!
Woo!
How soon you forget. You are already on the headsman's scaffold. As such, I could order your beheading at any moment.
Why does every prosecutor have to have a weapon?
All I did was request a DNA test.
There is no need to request such a test.
There isn't.
Royal Guard, bring it forth now.
Here are your evidence!
Huh?
The police have already identified the source of the bloodstain. The DNA test revealed that the blood is of the traitor Dirk Sadmadi.
What? But Dirk wasn't injured. So where did his blood come from?
Maybe he coughed it up.
Oh, Duck's illness.
Oh, great, it's tuberculosis.
Still, there was a lot of blood. Could he have really coughed up that much? Did he wipe it up to hide his failing health? Duck, is it really that bad?
Oh, shoot, you got me.
Mysterious bloodstain updated in the court record.
Pay attention, Horned Devil, for this case has already been solved. You claimed that this bloodstain would lead us to the real killer, did you not?
About that.
No take-backsies. Did you or did you not make that claim of your own volition, Defense?
Well, yes, I did.
After she steered you in that direction, that is.
I fell right into a trap.
A spider motive trap.
Do you see now? The folly in opposing the very embodiment of the law. Whatever you say or do shall come to no avail.
Ma'am, there's only one embodiment of the law, and his name is Dredd, not you.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to say it was Fulbright.
And that.
No, Fulbright is the embodiment of justice. It's not the same
Yes,
thing.
not the same thing.
True. I retract my statement.
A third party at the scene of the crime? It's beyond the realm of possibility.
I am the law, pal.
Oh.
Praise be for Queen Karad.
Her evidence's legal tactics are beyond compare.
I hate this clap animation, actually.
I hate to say this, but she really got us good.
Gee, thanks.
The key to Amada's sarcophagus is under the protection of the royal family.
Is it?
My husband and I are the only ones who could open it. Therefore, it would be impossible for some knave to open it.
What does that mean?
Can I really discount the sarcophagus as a hiding place, though? What if the real killer is still in there? That's just ridiculous.
Then they're dead, and we have another problem.
I believe we have rebels and sympathizers in the gallery today. It is to you I speak. Have you been listening? Dirk Sadmadi, the one who proclaimed a bloodless revolt, has betrayed your cause by resorting to murder.
No, it can't be. Dirk would never.
There must be some kind of mistake.
The Defiant Dragons and their sympathizers are starting to have doubts.
Well, that was easy.
So this is why Garan allowed us to cross-examine Dirk. By establishing his guilt in Inga's murder, she's effectively damaged his reputation amongst those who support him.
True, but now we have an even bigger problem.
And now, filthy lawyers, you will honor your end of the bargain. Accept your guilty verdict for your failure to explain your client's actions.
Huh?
Now, I shall pass judgment upon the criminal, Dirk Sadmadi.
What's this? Oh, whoa! You shall pass judgment? But, Your Eminence, is that not my role?
You lost it when you started saying, oh, whoa.
That's fair.
Hold your tongue. You are but a figurehead before me, the embodiment of law. Consider yourself dismissed.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute, what?
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 You all heard me. As Queen of Khurain, I shall now pass judgment upon the accused.
Well, that's not fair.
Guilty! God, I love saying that.
What the fuck just happened?
What
Come
just
on.
happened?
I kind of liked having a head, Mr. Wright.
I.
Objection! Wait. You didn't even give me a chance to rebut!
No, when you are defeated, lawyer.
That's not how my company does things.
But just this once, I am willing to show you the depths of my compassion.
Gee, how generous.
Tell me why I should allow these proceedings to continue. Come, convince me.
Quick, Apollo! Even if you have to bluff, we've got to keep this trial going.
I thought you were gonna.
Even if you have to bluff, says the king of bluffing.
Show her that the crime couldn't have been committed by a third party. Up the bullshit!
How am I supposed to do that?
Why don't you start with,
The fact that Amara's alive.
how about the timing of Inga's murder?
What?
This whole case is built on a single premise. That Inga was murdered after Dirk entered the tomb. What if that's not true?
That we're implying Maya. I don't see how that's better.
Like if our assumptions are all wrong? It just might work.
Please, Maya's been accused so many times, she's basically bulletproof now.
Well, I might be only member of the audience now, but don't keep us waiting, the fans.
Dirk became the prime suspect because it didn't seem probable that there was a third party at the scene of the crime. But there is another question we should ask ourselves at this time. Was Mr. Inga really killed after Dirk entered the tomb?
What nonsense is this?
Well, setting aside the assumption that the murder occurred after Dirk's arrived on the scene, opens up the possibility of a third party committing the crime.
I don't like where this is going.
The question before us is, when was Mr. Inga really killed? It must have been before Dirk entered the tomb.
After the body was found.
Isn't it possible that, before Dirk even set foot in the tomb, Mr. Inga was already dead?
That would certainly make a possibility of a third party more probable.
Why, of course.
Oh, thank you for agreeing with me for once, thank you.
I fell unconscious right after I entered the tomb. Even if I hadn't, I wouldn't have had a clear line of sight of his body from the entrance. Which means...
You wouldn't have noticed his body either way. This scenario is entirely possible. And so we can't rule out the possibility of a third person committing the crime.
I see. Well, that certainly does make sense.
So far, so good. This might actually work.
Uh-oh.
Very well. I shall play along with whatever little game you have knocking around in that tiny mind.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I was starting to get quite bored of all this. I could do with a distraction.
Oh, yes.
Let us hear some testimony that will shed light on when exactly the minister was slain.
I'm never going to take my neck for granted ever again.
Bailiff, summon Rafa. Surely she has recovered by now.
Well, what about me? Don't I serve a purpose anymore? What is my purpose?
You sit there and look goofy.
Oh no. I hope you're feeling better, Your Benevolence.
Must I perform the divination seance?
Oh, what? Oh, no. We merely require your testimony this time.
How could my testimony be of any value?
Your benevolence.
Princess Rafa seems awfully depressed.
That's my line, Mr. Bresserite.
Oh, sorry. I'm the one in the picture, okay?
Yeah, I get it. But still, Princess Rafa seems awfully depressed, as you said.
Will you two stop fighting?
After what she's been through, summoning her again is like rubbing salt in the wound. Being unable to perform the seance is probably the last straw.
I hope she doesn't pass out again.
Prosecutor Sudmuddy, may I ask you something?
Of course, Your Benevolence.
I've been meaning to ask you this since yesterday. Did you know about Queen Amara? And about me?
From where did you hear such a thing?
From Mother. And only yesterday.
Drifting. Take over the role of Garan, please.
Yeah.
Garan has become potato.
Rafa was carrying on about telling the truth to the people. So I told her. I told her what the truth really was. For it's up to a mother to discipline her child.
Oh God, that was a right click. My apologies.
It's okay. I see. Be that as it may, Your Benevolence, this is no bearing upon our trial here today. So, there is no need to let it trouble.
I know.
Garan told Rafa about something other than Amara's status?
Sounds like it, but what could it be?
Rafa, the defense has proposed something preposterous. They somehow think your father was already dead when Dirk entered the tomb. But I believe you can prove them wrong. Are you prepared to do what is required of you? Also, actually, can we see the photo of Amara again, maybe?
Of course. Court record. Let's pull that bad boy up.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing as you are now, Drifting.
The thing is, the book has the mark of the Defiant Dragons, right?
Yeah.
Which happened after Amara supposedly died.
Yes.
So that baby can't be either Apollo or Nayuta, can it?
It can, but it can also be Rafa.
Yes.
And I think this is Rafa.
Yeah, I think so too.
Have you read the line, by the way?
I have.
Cool.
Yes. I am ready to testify.
Farewell to your benevolence. Your testimony, if you please.
Witness testimony. What Rafa witnessed. Jeez, Mr. Rai. This is a very tough job.
You're telling me.
Hey, what's this under the desk?
It's my snack bag.
What's this doing in here?
I assume that was the terrible idea.
Yes.
We've finally
Oh,
done
dying.
it.
Well done, sir. Well done. Well done.
Well played. Well played. I think we, as the collective silly voices, you get a gold star.
T-Bag, I think I say this on behalf of everybody, but
I literally just had it come up at the bottom of the time. I thought I could do this. And now it now becomes clear why I asked Kay for a blank evidence background.
What?
What?
Sorry, I just got back. I had to leave to.
Oh,
to
you are gonna have
splash my
fun.
face with water.
You're gonna
and-
have fun watching the highlights. Okay.
Oh.
You missed a
Concerned.
goof. It's
Okay.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. You missed a goof. I mean, it was funny.
Okay.
I killed Laura.
We're
Oh,
not
dear.
spoiling this. We're not spoiling the surprise for you, but I'm pretty sure Drifting is gonna clip it as the first thing ever.
Oh, for sure. Heaven knows.
I'll
Bless you.
clip it anyway, just to show it to Kay, basically.
More
All right.
Yeah.
more than welcome. Right, let's get on with this.
All right, my soul is back in my body now.
It went to the Twilight Realm.
I'm so sad that I had to leave to get unspacey, but like it was
That's-
necessary in
it
case
did-
Maya
Hey,
shows up.
hey, it's fine. You do
Alright.
what you need to do.
Oh.
Thank you.
With that said, be right back.
Sure.
Okay.
Right, I'll double up just in case Goran says anything. All right, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
On the day of the murder, I was gazing upon the courtyard from my second floor veranda. Around 2:30 p.m., I saw my father heading for Amara's tomb. Then, at about 2:45, I saw Barbed Head and company enter the courtyard. I saw no one go in or out of the tomb after my father entered about 2:30 p.m.
That still doesn't prove anything, though.
Your second floor veranda? Oh, she must be talking about that house facing Inga's private residence. So that's the location from which you saw your father. At about 2:30?
Yes. And shortly after that, you people arrived at the royal residence.
So, after the minister entered Amara's tomb at around 2:30, no one went in or out of there until the murder was discovered.
The tomb is closed to outsiders, so no one could have snuck in there before the murder.
Grip and rip it.
Yep.
Rip it and rip it, baby.
If the defense has snacks and I can have a drink, that rules out any possibility of a third party lying in wait to slay my poor husband.
Or so she'd like us to believe.
Now hear me, you useless lawyer. Cease this charade and bow before me. For I, Queen Karan, shall finally have your head. Off with his head.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Your Eminence, but first, let us allow the defense to question the witness.
Yeah.
Fine.
I thought you got demoted to just sit there and look pretty.
Here we go. What Rafer witnessed. Okay. This poor babby. Okay, well, we know where she was. I don't think that really changes the situation too much with press.
I think we should press, like, the last statement that no one got in or out.
Well, I think we should press everything from here. Confirm the time and what he was doing, so on and so forth. Hold it!
Huh.
Did your father seem different or troubled in any way?
Let me think. Oh, there was one.
Let me start again.
There was one unusual thing.
There was?
Yes. A shriek emanated from within my father's quarters. After which I witnessed him bolt outside. His countenance drained of its usual colour.
He screamed and he was looking pale? What do you suppose happened?
You saw a ghost.
I know not. Perhaps he had a bad dream.
Maybe it was a nightmare about being raked over by the coals by the Queen.
Seems a young lawyer here wishes to hasten his journey to the Twilight Realm.
Just making a comment. Just sorry. That was rude of me.
Yes, it very much was.
Does the defense believe the witness's last statement to be important?
I believe it is. I would like the witness to add it to her testimony.
Son, I think you need to get a backbone.
My father let out a scream and came dashing out of his room. His face pale.
Hold it. And why do you think he screamed? Was he surprised by someone who didn't belong there? Did anyone else come out?
I didn't see anyone else. Just my father.
That last statement was seriously lacking in conviction. Should I press her on this?
Yes.
Press harshly.
Oh, God.
Your benevolence! Let's have some details. The more the better.
Details, you say?
Details, yes! For example, are you sure you didn't see anyone in the royal residence before 2:30? Well, is that a yes or a no?
For a devil! I'd been gating about the courtyard since about 2 yesterday. Yet I saw none other than my father. If only I'd stopped him then.
I think we've struck a nerve. Or rather, obliterated one. Obliterated one.
Maybe I pressed a little too hard.
You tend to do that.
Still, that last statement seemed a little off somehow. So you didn't see anyone except your father in the courtyard after 2 p.m., huh? Please add that to your testimony, your benevolence.
I had been gazing upon the courtyard since about 2. But father was the only one I saw.
Funny.
I think that's a prob.
Where's that statement? Around 2 p.m., Shadow was surprised by a firecracker around the courtyard and stole Naina's hat. Maybe she saw the dog. Yeah, she would have. Shadow ran in the courtyard.
Maybe she saw
She
Naina.
would have had to have seen Naina or the court,
Or the hat, or the dog.
or the hat,
yeah.
or the dog, or both,
Objection.
or Naina, all the things.
Your benevolence. You're covering for someone, aren't you?
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, Rafa, but you're not gonna like this. Well, the thing is, I have a statement here that you might find interesting. It's from a witness who claims that, around 2 p.m., his dog got loose and ran into the palace courtyard. That's when the little fellow stole this hat from someone.
Ah, that's Naina's. Nothing. Never mind.
Seriously?
You fool of a daughter.
It seems the princess made a blunder.
So let me get this straight. This is
franchise, that's hard to ask.
This is Naina's hat, which means she had to have been in the royal residence at around 2. If so, then you had to have seen Naina sometime after 2 p.m. yesterday.
No!
Please, your benevolence, tell us what you really saw.
It is as you say, Hornhead. I saw Naina. And I saw that dingbat dog steal her hat from over my father's residence.
I knew it. Why did you say so in the first place?
Because my mother told me not to.
What? Would you care to explain, Your Eminence?
I request that you withhold said information, for it is of no relevance to this case.
Objection!
I don't need to explain myself to you.
Fucking objection! You don't get to decide.
Such insolence! If you disagree, then prove that it is relevant to the case at hand, or I'm throwing this book at you.
Oh, I will. Your benevolence. Please tell us everything you witnessed when you saw Nana.
All right. When I saw that dingbat dog attack Nana, I ran to help. I raced from my second floor veranda down into the courtyard.
Wait, that means that while you were coming down, you took your eyes off the courtyard.
Yes, but only for a moment.
This is crucial testimony. If you took your eyes off the courtyard, it means somebody else could have entered the tomb without you even knowing.
Seriously, Rafa, have you never played stealth games?
Ah! No, I'm terrible at them. I hate Metal Gear Solid.
Your benevolence. Are you sure no one else was there?
I knew I didn't like her.
Oh. Yes.
Oh, she's hiding something again. What about Nana? Were you able to help her?
When I got down to the courtyard, Nana was... She was gone.
Gone?
Yes. And I never saw her again after that.
Any idea what happened?
That dingbat dog must have gobbled her up!
Sure.
I
What?
seriously doubt that. But how could Nana simply disappear while Rafa wasn't looking? Rafa must know something. The only question is what? So I've got a theory.
So do I. Actually.
I've got a theory. It could be
Game theory.
Hey, Palthea. Bye, Palthea.
Yeah, I see the message.
Why?
Hi everyone, I will now go to sleep. Bye. So like, hi. Bye.
Why did you suppose Nana disappeared? Even an educated guess would help.
For example?
For example, maybe she got fed up with you acting like a spoiled child? You know, something like that?
That's enough! Such impudence! Nana would not leave me merely for acting spoilt.
Because that's what she does all the time, so...
You're not even going to deny your behavior?
No.
In any case...
I'm going to hide behind this curtain.
In any
I can see
case...
where this is going.
It seems I was wrong. Moving right along. Rafa must know something. The only question is what? Where Nana disappeared to?
It has to be where, yeah.
Do you have an idea where Nana disappeared to?
What do you mean?
Well, during the time you took your eyes off the courtyard, someone could have headed into the tomb. And it just so happens that Nana disappeared right at that moment.
No!
Wait. You think Nana had something to do with the murder?
I don't think we can rule it out. It sounds like something had kept Nana occupied since the early morning. Plus, she was seen right before the murder, and then seemingly vanished into thin air.
You're right. And since she's Rafa's attendant, she could come and go as she pleased within the palace grounds.
Could Rafa's attendant really be the killer? But that would mean...
First my father, And now Nana. These were the people I trusted most. How could this be?
Objection. Not he their lies. Lawyers are a foul breed, quick to claim that a third party is to blame for a crime. Nana did not enter the tomb, that much is certain.
How can you be so sure?
When Nana's head was stolen, that crazed curse spilled an urn full of water upon my husband's doorstep. Is that not right, Rafa?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Crunch.
Crunch.
Oh. Every now and again that happens.
Thank
We'll,
you for
we'll,
moving
we'll take a break soon also. Mm.
Why the thing that dog was taken from Nina's hat? It tipped over the urn.
The bottoms of her shoes would have been soaked with water. If she had truly had it into the tomb. Would have left it all away.
Wow, you guys are coming up very garbled.
Oh dear.
Oh,
I'm
now,
wondering if it's Discord.
now you're fixed, yeah.
But the only shoe prints to be found belong to my husband, Inga.
Huh? Then...
That's right. Nina never did go into the tomb that day. Instead, she entered my husband's private quarters.
How do you know?
It's quite simple. Shoe prints were discovered in Inga's private quarters. Shoe prints that belonged to Nana.
That's right. Edgeworth and I did see some shoe prints in there.
I don't want to know what you and Edgeworth did.
We looked at things.
In every suspicious nook and cranny. Now do you understand? Nana could not possibly have gone into the tomb. That supposed third person at the crime scene is but a figment of your imagination.
Another glorious deduction. All hail the genius that is our eminence, Queen Garad!
Bow down before her glory, witless lawyer!
Are we doing it this time?
Could those guys fanboy any harder?
I have my
You're
own
welcome
wife.
too.
I worried that they could.
Was it really true? Did Nana not go into the tomb?
Excuse me, but
Mr. Wright?
Your Benevolence, what time was it when that dog attacked Nana?
I believe it was about 2:15 p.m.
I see. Apollo, if Nana entered Inga's private quarters around 2:15, and Inga came racing out around 2:30, pale-faced and screaming, then...
I know what you're getting at. Yes, that might explain his scream.
Does it now?
Oh, would the defense please share the theory with the class?
It's certainly, Your Majesty. Mr. Inga screamed because...
He saw a ghost.
He saw a ghost.
Clearly, that's right, he saw a ghost.
You saw a ghost?
Maybe he saw a ghost. Maybe even a bunch of ghosts, like from all the people he sentenced to death.
Holy please.
Ghosts? Jinkies, really?
Sure. And they'll be back tonight. The spirits of the dead, unable to rest in peace.
Stop fucking around, Justice.
If you're
Oh my
not,
god.
if you're not careful, your benevolence, they might curse you too.
That's enough! Stop it, please! I'll never be able to sleep again!
You seem awfully frightened for a princess who commutes with spirits.
I think that makes it scarier.
Yeah.
Apollo, don't you think you teased her enough?
I'm just fucking with you, benevolence.
Come on.
I'm just fucking with you, your benevolence.
Let's think this one over again.
Ah, you're right. Miss Ingus Green, because
I'm still staying behind this curtain.
he was attacked by Nana. Maybe he was attacked by Nana.
I'll just say, do that again and I'll fuck with you way worse.
Oh my god.
Athena!
Frank.
Did I pack my shin guards?
I don't think you did.
Why does Apollo have shin guards?
I do hockey. Badly.
This is new information.
Badly, but I do hockey.
Maybe Apollo's
like
father was
Apollo
from
doing hockey.
Japanada.
Well, I mean, there is the judge's brother who is Canadian, so
Yeah.
Canada
I
does
tried
exist.
I tried to hold a Right Anything Agency ping pong tournament, but somebody went a bit too hard into it.
Excuse me, the barbed head lawyer. Or the horn head lawyer.
Huh?
What are these shin guards you propose of, and where can I get some?
Oh my god. I gotta say, the fact you went for shin guards and then went for hockey, I immediately went, I don't know, maybe he's really bad at scootering or skateboarding and you invested shin guards for those, but like that's such
Nah. He plays hockey in his spare time.
I can see him as a hockey player though. I don't know why you did that vibe correctly, but you did it.
He's
How?
definitely a goalie, and he definitely over protects himself.
Oh, for sure. That man has too much anxiety to do anything less.
Also, the Royal Guard is like the dwarves after they've heard from Bilbo about second breakfast. Like, what?
Yeah.
Tell us more. Tell us more.
This would make the Justice Minister's private quarters the real scene of the crime.
Objection. Such idiocy, no bounds. The
Nope.
minister's body was found in the tomb. Or are you suggesting that the body was moved?
Do I think the minister was moved from his private quarters? I think the possibility does exist. Considering the fact that the body was found in the tomb, I'd say there is a possibility.
What utter nonsense. Rafe had been watching the courtyard. And you would suggest that someone could have transported the body unnoticed.
You have a point there.
Of course I do.
In that case, I'd say there's no way the body was moved. After all, there was an awful lot of blood in the tomb.
I understand if the scream was in reaction to Nana's attack. But Inga died in the tomb.
And to explain how those two realities could coincide. But how exactly are we supposed to do that?
Is it not in Rafa's testimony, though?
Oh, maybe. Maybe where he was stabbed and where he died were two completely different locations.
What do you mean?
It's just, let's look at this as simply as possible. If the minister's body wasn't moved, he might have been stabbed by Nana in his private quarters, but then died in the tomb.
Oh, so that's what we're calling it now.
I see. On one hand, that seems plausible, but on the other, it seems decidedly implausible.
Prosecutor said, Maddie, what is that fool babbling on about now? Is it a riddle from one of those fortune cookies Americans seem so fond of?
Perhaps, but I believe he himself does not know what he means to say. In all likelihood, it was a poor attempt to confuse us. We should simply ignore him.
I will not be ignored. Objection. I
The
wasn't.
best objection, honestly.
I finished. I wasn't finished yet. So hold on for the analysis, would you? The autopsy report never stated that the minister's death was instantaneous, so he could have conceivably moved from one place to another after being stabbed.
Oh my! Are you suggesting that he ran all the way to the tomb with a knife sticking out of his back?
Well, yeah, that's the gist of it.
In short, Minister Inga saw Nana with a knife, let out a scream, and when he turned his back to her to flee,
Right, and that's when he was stabbed from behind. He came from behind.
Behind.
Well, Your Majesty, does my theory hold water?
Such insolence. How dare you bore me like this?
Huh? Huh?
You can ha all you want at me. You are a humorless moron spewing an endless stream of unamusing drivel.
I think I'm somewhat amusing.
He's Your Honor, he's baby.
I wasn't trying
He's
to.
just a little guy.
I wasn't trying to be funny, Your Eminence. It just sort of happens.
Prosecutor, enlighten this ignorant clown in lawyer's clothing.
No, don't give me flashbacks.
Your Eminence.
Now your turn.
You dull, slow-witted, putrid-minded lawyer. Perhaps you would be too stupid to notice who'd been stabbed in the back. But a normal person would have noticed due to the excruciating pain.
Hold on.
Allow me to teach you the meaning of pain.
Please stop. Any help here, Mr. Wright?
No, you has a point. Normally, most people would notice a dagger in their back.
All you have to do is reach over and take this shit off my head. You're dead.
No, it feels like it's got some sort of power to it. I'm not touching that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's how someone can get pain like this.
Still, in this case, it's the word normally that we should emphasize. Apollo,
Oh my god.
take another look at the court record when you have a minute to stop squeezing your forehead.
Right. There must be something that explains this.
Yeah, the back pain that he already has that he takes medication for.
Yeah.
There's a reason Ingy didn't feel any pain. And the defense will submit evidence proving just that.
Very well. Please present your evidence. Why didn't Justice Minister Inga notice that he had been stabbed?
Painkiller shots. Take that.
Those are my father's painkiller shots.
The defense will explain the significance of this evidence.
Minister Inga suffered from a terrible back pain, so he often injected himself with these. We're told that one shot in the back would make all his pain go away. With this, it's easy to explain what happened. Don't tell me you didn't know about these, Your Eminence.
Quick side note, that's just myself. I do think he would then still feel like the pressure point of the knife actually going in, but that's beside.
Oh, 100%.
Well, here's the thing. I think what the explanation of it being like pain medication misses is that I think it's actually perhaps not just a pain medication but also a numbing agent. I had a friend with severe back pain, and basically she had to put on like patches, and it would basically just numb out that area because it was a lot of pain. She was going through it. Anyway, but like I think there's more components than we're necessarily getting. It's one of those Ace Attorney cases of we're doing this shorthand, just go with it, you know?
Don't question it.
Yeah, it's a little bit of like there's a lot of little cases where it's like, hang on, is that a plot hole? And it's like, well, no, if you think about it entirely through, but like we only have a certain amount of text boxes to work
Mm.
with
Yeah,
here,
just-
and our
this is
localizers are
yeah.
trying. Well,
Yeah, this,
not as hard on this game, but that's for the.
this is
I've
an
talked about that enough.
oversimplification of things, but better content than this have fucked up the medical information. So,
Oh, yes.
And-
Yeah,
and
I wanted to
strong
offer
enough-
my 2 cents
That's
since
all right.
Shadow's not here.
with strong enough numbing agents, you will not feel that something has been touching your back, including a knife.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
mean.
Minister Inger was stabbed in his back, close to where he usually injected the painkiller.
How convenient.
Therefore, it's entirely possible that he hadn't noticed that he'd been stabbed.
I mean, on the other hand, adrenaline will fuck
What's
you up.
this?
So,
I'm going to remain pointing dramatically.
Then, are you suggesting Justice Minister Inca really ran off with a knife protruding from his back?
Mm-hmm. I am, Your Majesty.
So then, when I saw my father, he had a knife sticking out of him? I mean, with that cape of his, I couldn't see his back very well.
Yes,
what?
the knife was there. It was just plunged in so deep you didn't even notice it out of the cape. Therefore, when you saw your father, he was already dead. Murdered by Nina in his private quarters.
A dead man walking.
Nina in the minister's quarters with a knife.
Yep.
But also, wait a minute. With this cape being in the way, how did she stab him in the first place? Wouldn't she just stab through the cape?
Well, she was in. Oh. I don't think
Allow
he
me
put
to
his cape
use
on until after.
science.
I think he's put his cape on after he left. Like,
I mean, I feel like even if you step through the cape, if it cuts through the cape will still be able to billow. Because it won't like hold the cape all the time.
yeah.
If the,
Well,
the knife
also,
doesn't have like a cross guard or anything to hold the cape. It will just go through.
You've also got to think of the motion. He was turning around to run away, so the cape was following behind him. Therefore, his back is exposed at that precise point.
Fair point. Fair point.
Good, I never thought about that. Good shout, Mist.
Whole matter of Kurine. What are we dealing with the living dead here? Can we go to the Winchester, have a pint, and wait for it to blow over?
Well, technically, he wasn't dead yet.
I know it's hard to believe, but this is a plausible sequence of events.
Sure.
Once Mr. Inger arrived at the tomb, he could have removed the knife and dropped dead from blood loss.
Quick note: if you're ever in a situation like this, leave the knife in.
Leave the knife in.
Yeah. Leave the knife in and get to a doctor.
Yeah.
Nina killed my father. There must be some mistake.
The defense would like to call Nina to the stand.
Where the fuck is she?
Objection. You seek to drag an innocent old woman to the stand with no proof whatsoever. Also, we don't know where she is, so like.
Well, there's no real proof, but
What a tangle web of accidental lies you weave.
oh, you would
I
know.
thought- Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I was a spider here.
A spider and a projector.
I can no longer tell facts from fiction.
My mind's trying to reach for a fact beyond fact and fiction joke, but it's not going, so I'm just going to move on.
Wait, no. It's fake. We made it all up.
Yeah, yes.
I don't know. I'm just trying to do a Jonathan Frakes there. I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
I nailed his like intonation at least.
Not this time.
Yes, there we go. Yeah.
Was it the corpse that
never
was really?
happened.
Was it the corpse that was really moving, or was it all an elaborate fabrication? It's a lie.
Have you ever
We
drawn
made it
your
all
name?
up.
Have you ever channeled a spirit? Like that's one of the fucking opening introduction questions.
Yes.
Have you ever channeled a spirit?
God
Yeah.
fucking damn it! Now I'm gonna spend all of Sunday watching Beyond Fact or Fiction.
Okay, but is that a problem though?
No, that is a statement. No, not.
The best parts I will say, I think of those are just the like super cuts people made of Jonathan Frakes telling you things.
Questions,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever channeled a spirit in court?
All right then.
Did you ever take a pain? Did you ever take a painkiller?
Have you ever been stabbed in the back by somebody you trusted?
Have you had an accident at work that wasn't your fault?
Have you been put in charge of something that you really should maybe have left to your superior? That's specifically referring to Apollo.
Peter Parker was working late in the lab, and he was bitten by a radioactive spider. He phoned Claims Direct.
Huh?
Wow.
I don't
Okay.
get that one.
Oh well. Yeah, I personally was about to say we're at half past. I don't want to delay the break any longer. Let's have a break now while we all recover from this. We'll see you all in a few minutes, everyone.
Ebak.
Be right back.
Yes.
Quickly, Ebak. What should people go and enjoy during the break?
Of course, you should also make sure that just going back to the game. You should make sure that you buy, of course, a bottle of.
We need to shift drifting this.
God.
Drifting is not familiar with this.
I have like zero context for this.
I'm pulling it up now.
We are not sponsored at all by Severa Crystal. This is just simply for entertainment and joke purposes at all. And memeing.
Why does your voice lend itself so well for infomercials like that?
I don't know, but we're gonna have to take a break. We'll see you in a few minutes, everyone.
Bye.
Like that sometimes.
And we are back, even though we probably still are not recovered from our little interlude there. Hello, everyone. We're back for part
just
2.
thought of a way you could do it. I just thought of a way you could do it for Ace Attorney.
Oh, go on and go on and do it. Show us your idea live on stream. Do it.
I can't show you, but you know when you go into like when you've got an investigation with Emma, and it's like, does this for fingerprints? The transition goes into just a bottle.
Or you could turn the in Apollo Justice. You could turn when you're like looking at and revolving the
great bottle.
The grape juice bottle.
You revolve it and there's a Cerveza Cristo sticker. Yes, perfect.
You know the laughter's good when it just turns into silent laughter.
Yeah.
Because it just cuts you off, yeah.
Yeah. All right then.
Who or what shall I believe in now?
I'm sorry, Rafa. All I've done is confuse you. But I have a sneaky suspicion Nain is involved in this case, one way or another.
Just when I thought we'd blown this case wide open.
Well, there's no turning back now.
You fool of a lawyer. I know why you are so I know why you are so desperate to prove the accused innocent. What a line.
You do?
Yes, because he faces public execution if proven guilty. As shall you under the stipulations of the Defense Culpability Act. From the moment you accepted this case, you have had no choice but to fight for your lives.
No. The simple fact is, I've always believed that Dirk is innocent.
Still, you cling to your pretense. Very well. I shall offer you a bargain. If you would admit that the accused is guilty right here, right now, I shall overlook your crime of abetting him, and you will not be subject to execution.
Is this some sort of joke?
Far from it. As queen, I have the power to grant pardons, even to criminals like you. And with the wave of my hand, I can even reduce the severity of a sentence. Perhaps even for Dirk, should you be willing to cooperate.
She wasn't kidding when she said that she's the law here.
I am the law.
The law is me.
But to flaunt that power in our faces like that, that's just wrong.
Sorry, Drifting. When you say,
I'm one with the law, and the law is with me.
sorry, Drifting. When you say that, you have to kind of slur it a little bit. It's like, I'm the law.
I am the law.
I just have to clarify that I am the law is me is a quote from apparently rather serious TV show Scandal. Joshua Molina, as the Attorney General, says, I am the law is me. This is a show about, like, basically fixers for a fictionalized White House. It's kind of bananas that that's a line from that show.
I thought that would be a reference to Chirrut Imwe from Rogue One.
Yeah.
And one with the law is with me. And one with the law is with me.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah.
I also have to just quick highlight Drifting's performance as Garan here. I want to say I really appreciate it. Like, because and you say you worry about it leaning into Dark Law. The thing with Dark Law is that you very much leaned on you very much did that deadpan, whereas with Garan, you're having fun being very evil, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Being evil is fun.
Dark Law was just deadpan emotionless, whereas Garan is evil.
Dark Law was traumatized as fuck, lest us not forget.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone in that specific game was, and Ace Attorney General, but that specific game, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm still traumatized.
Anyway, but yeah.
Mr. Wright is still feeling that bump he got from that overhand swing from Maya.
Oh, poor thing.
I mean, why else do you think we don't talk about that escapade?
Yeah, but I wanted to pat Drifting on the back.
Oh,
Yes. As you should.
I do as well for taking the burden off my shoulders for a little bit. I could have done both, but this is a fair deal.
Fair cop.
Yeah.
I don't know why
Hey,
that's
that's
what
me.
Can't. Oh my god.
I love y'all.
I love this family.
I love everything about all of us that we do.
Yeah. I did read the line, by the way.
Oh, okay, so I didn't realize. It's just...
Forget all that has transpired in our kingdom and return to your own country in peace. Well, will you abandon your defense of the accused and accept my generous offer?
If I don't take this,
the bad ending.
if I don't take this deal, we'll be executed along with Dirk if he's found guilty. What should I do? Continue the defense.
Can we abandon the defense though for laughs?
I love how the other option is just basically fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah.
Apollo does deserve to make that choice at some point in his life, but no, today's not that day either, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one option. We must run away!
Is there gonna be a but thou must?
We'll be executed if we lose this trial. I did save it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
You did, but I laugh because that's the exact same anxiety I feel at the same.
Are we?
We'll be executed if we lose this trial. Not permanently. We'll reverse things. Poor Trucy will lose her father. I'd feel bad for Athena too.
She's just losing her job.
And besides, life is precious. It's not something you should gamble with. Still, I made a promise. And there's one more person I can't abandon in his time of need, which leaves me with only one choice.
Ah, but thou must.
So there's not even a but thou must, there's but I must.
Nice try, Garan. But it looks like you don't know what justice is made of. We won't kowtow to threats like that, Your Eminence.
Exclamation mark.
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I can't back down now. I don't want to drag you into this, so...
Yeah, bye.
Where the fuck are you going?
Well, you just
plane that leaves.
You're just about to say I can leave, yeah? I'm just fucking with you, Apollo.
He's just going for a new crate of the cold ones.
Don't worry. I'm with you, Apollo. To the bitter end, if need be. And while I can't say I'm used to it, this isn't exactly my first rodeo.
But if I'm found guilty, you'll get the death penalty too. Even knowing that, you still want to defend me?
I don't know what happened in the past, but it looks like everyone in this country considers lawyers to be liars. So I can understand if you don't believe me. But I still believe in you and your innocence.
Exclamation point!
So all I have to do is keep believing and find the truth. That's all there is to it. So keep on fighting, Apollo. You'll hear no objections from me.
Oh, please do object if you think there's something I know I've missed.
You nincompoops!
Poop.
Fuck.
All right, I've had my few seconds. Thank you.
You'll die if you lose this case. Or why would you even entertain the notion of continuing?
I believe that Dirk is innocent. That's why. And besides, trials exist to give the truth a chance to get out into the open. You can't give up just because you're afraid of some punishment.
Even if that punishment is death? Does that not frighten you, Hornhead?
It terrifies me to my very quaking boots. But who wouldn't be scared? I mean, just thinking about it. Makes me squeeze the knees. But as a lawyer, I have a duty to protect my client. I can't just abandon that.
A duty you're willing to die for? And yet, I...
Judy, it's a heavy burden, all right. River looks like she's really struggling.
Oh, hello. Okay, we need you.
Oh, shit. I'm here.
You're here.
Oh, no.
My line.
Your benevolence. As crown princess, you're destined to rule this kingdom one day. That means there'll be many things that you alone must determine. Things like how to keep your people happy, and what is true and what is false. And most importantly, what role you must play therein.
So I wonder if I am even up to the task.
Oh, sweet child.
But it's no surprise, considering the torrent of painful truths she's had to face.
Sorry, Kay, but I just want to say, oh, sweet child of
mine.
No, not my intent, but very good.
Please give me back my brain cell.
Excellent.
It's his turn on the brain cell.
Farewell, then. If the defense is prepared to face the death sentence under the Detective Comics Act, I see no reason not to continue with the proceedings. But I must admit, I see no ground for doubting the accuser's guilt.
Unless the defense has further evidence that would indicate a different suspect.
Do we have anything like that?
You better. Well, lawyer, do you have any new evidence you would care to present? Or shall I have the executioner start his preparations?
If she thinks I can't do this, she's got another thing coming. But first, I have some serious thinking to do.
Think, Apollo. Think.
I'd say the new evidence indicating a different suspect. Doesn't. There's no new evidence. We've got everything we have. I don't think there is. No, such evidence does not exist.
Just as I thought. I was so hoping you'd present meaningless evidence and allow me to claim your head. Off with his head.
Glad I didn't walk headfirst into that one then.
Head first, but
So what now, Apollo?
Well, unless we can prove that Nana killed Inga, this trial is over. And so are we.
Isn't there still a way to get the proof we need? Even without evidence? You know, a key means of obtaining testimony here in Korean.
Huh? Wait. Are you actually suggesting and being completely vague about what you're talking about intentionally?
It certainly won't be easy, but it's worth a try.
Your Majesty, a crucial step in uncovering the truth behind this case is yet to be taken in this trial. But I'm positive that I can back up our claim with this one step.
Oh, if you pass me the bottle of that Chilean beverage, I might get you the means to be able to prove that Nina killed Justice Minister Inga. But just how do you propose to do that?
With the help of a certain someone.
You need help?
More ways than one, but okay.
From someone?
Well, I can't imagine who it could be. But I suppose I must ask. Whose help do you need to uncover the truth?
Maya?
This wonderful person.
But that is...
Me?
Here in Korean, legal proceedings include the viewing of the victim's final moments, but that requires your benevolence's help. Such information is just as vital as any other piece of conclusive evidence.
If you're right about this, Braveheart's power should enable her to see the very moment Nana stabbed Inga.
It'll be hard to watch your father's murder. It's the only way to uncover the truth. Your benevolence. We need you and your power.
You need me?
Objection. Wretched simpleton, do you not... Did you not see what ensued in the previous that I can't read my lines?
Oh, be kind yourself.
I'm making a joke about it, it's fine. You would only succeed in wasting more time, or is it your goal to make it collapse again?
Objection! The princess said she was prepared earlier. Besides, it's her duty as royal priestess. I'd say it's all up to her now.
Am I prepared? Prepared to fulfill my duty?
Miss, how's your Illidan? How's your Illidan?
How's my Limo Brian? Not great, I'll be honest.
Because I was hoping for you are not prepared.
I can try, but
you are not prepared.
Oh, perfect.
No, never mind. It's so much better.
That's what I have.
I just forgot you played WoW too. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
I
all
could
right.
probably do like the softer version, but Divot's got the grit, so it makes.
Thank you.
Isn't a divination seance required at all trials anyway? If so, I imagine there'd be a problem with handing down a verdict without one.
Indeed, it would be problematic. Under Chinese law, a seance must be conducted before a verdict can be rendered.
Such insolence!
Yikes!
Such insolence! Must you try my patience so? If I must dispense with that vexing law, then dispense with it I shall. I turned into Yoda there for a second. As ruling sovereign of Kurarine, I proclaim the following.
Oh my god, guys, it's happening. It's happening.
I am writing with my nail for some reason.
Updated law report!
Henceforth, the divination seance shall be optional.
What? She is supposed to just do that?
She is the queen.
She just rewrote the law with a flourish of her hand.
Now with my nail, it's even weirder.
If I might temporarily take back the Queen's voice just for this one joke.
Yes.
Hashtag Queen shit.
Perfect.
Mother, I do not wish for the trial to end like this. It is as the defense said. I must not neglect my duty simply because I am afraid. I shall go through with it this time. I will conduct the seance once more.
Such insolence!
Such insolence! Rafa, do not be fooled by his lawyerly guile. You are not prepared to witness your father's death.
But Hornhead needs my help.
Rafa, did you not tell me earlier? Did you not tell me you were prepared? But despite your grandiose posturing, you collapse in an almost piteous fashion. Even worse, you have erred in your insights of late. For has not the barbed one there overturned them more than once? You cannot be trusted to keep your word, nor can you reveal the truth through your insights. So I say to you, be gone. The sacred hall of justice has no need for such a worthless royal priestess.
Worthless.
Wow. How can she even say that to her own daughter?
She's a bitch.
True.
So, Mother, you think me worthless?
Objection!
Objection. Her benevolence says she can do it, doesn't she? So I don't see why you have to condemn her before she's even made the attempt.
Ellipses. Very well, Horn Devil. If you really are so bent on having a seance, I shall give my consent.
Really?
However, should Rava fail once more,
Of course, there's the but.
She will join you.
you two and the accused shall all be executed on the spot. Makes my job a lot easier.
Come again?
You heard me.
Jesus Christ.
This has proven to be far more entertaining than I had anticipated. Well, lawyer, what say you? Will you wager your life and call on Rava to perform a divination seance?
Yes.
You've got no other choice.
But thou must.
I don't think you're worthless, your benevolence. Far from it, in fact. If you say you can do it, then I believe in you.
Hornheads! I don't understand. If I fail, you will be put to death.
I know you collapsed during your previous attempt.
Rather worryingly, having a full-blown panic attack as a result.
Yeah.
That's why I thought to set trigger one before, just in case that.
Yeah.
I can't
Like,
even...
I think.
Go on.
Oh,
No, please
I
go
was
on.
just gonna say, I think like with all of this, I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of things going on in this case that are making me like it a little better than my first go around, and I will admit it's mainly the performances from the cast. But like one of the things that I'm noticing on like this go around of this case is like how much I'm relating to Rafa, because like I've not had that exact experience where I entirely fainted, but I have had like panic attacks of all-encompassing fear due to putting too much pressure on myself. It happened and I had to cancel work once when my pain was too much. It was a whole thing. And like, wow, she's going through it. Baby, protect her. I don't know. You know, you get me?
I'm trying.
My point is basically that like I feel like it's a very authentic portrayal of both a spoiled kid who's also, you know, ultimately a kid who's trying her best and like doesn't necessarily realize that being little shit is not optimal.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think people often forget that Rafa is just a kid.
She's 14. I was a shithead at 14, and
Who wasn't?
I'm one of who wasn't? I'm one of the people say like, "Oh, you're such a nice person" or whatever. That's a thing people have been saying to me recently, and it baffles me. But like, even I was a little shit at 14. I was reading Homestuck. Like, yeah, that should be barometer enough. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. I hope that made sense.
No, it makes sense to me.
I'm emotionally attached to Rafa, and I appreciate how authentic this feels as an experience of a kid going through it, TM, with parental issues going on.
I can't even imagine how terrible it must have been for you. But despite that, you are willing to try again. I have faith in that conviction, in that courage.
My courage?
Ah. So she was doomed to fail if she didn't have the courage to perform the seance. But it looks like she's got the determination to try again.
Right. And that's a bet I'm willing to take.
But it is as Mother said. I've erred in my insights as of late. Not only have I failed to reveal the truth, I've also contributed to false accusations. Knowing that, can you still say that you believe in me?
Objection! I wouldn't take stock on those words, Your Benevolence. Despite what your mother says, I don't think you've made any errors at all.
Yeah, the only errors were in interpretation of those seances.
In the trials I've been part of here in Kurain, I would have never proven my client's innocence without your seances. Because even though they didn't always reflect the absolute truth, the insight they provided served as vital leads to finding the truth.
Vital leads? My seances?
So, please, Your Benevolence, try to perform the divination seance one more time.
Objection. Rafa, stop this madness. It is for your own good. You are ill prepared to face your father's death. Go, leave the sacred hall at once.
No.
What did you say?
I said no, Mother! For I am the royal priestess of Kurain!
I have have no need for you now.
Even if you do not need me, Mother. Hornhead and this Hall of Justice do! He proved that to me by risking his own life. It's because of him that I now understand. The divination seance is my sacred duty. I must fulfill it, no matter the risk.
Your benevolence.
Mother taught me that the divination seance was a mirror, reflecting naught but the truth. But I began to have my doubts after Bard had disproved the insight it offered. And now, I don't even know who or what to trust anymore. Father, Mother, even Naina. I had believed in them above all others. But I finally know now. I know in what I can trust. The royal priestess must debate each seance with the presiding lawyer and prosecutor. So that it can be interpreted properly. That is how I believe trials here in Khura'in should function. Therefore, the Hall of Justice needs me. It is my power that leads trials towards the truth.
Oh snap, she's joining the Double Ds.
Ooh, preempting something, are we?
That is my sacred duty. And I will never shirk from it again.
Ebak, I've got the transcript open if you want me to tell you when you need to turn that off.
That'd be actually good, actually. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, you can leave it on for now.
Oh.
Oh, what did I say?
There you go.
That right there, Your Benevolence, is the product of what you've learned in your struggles so far. The truth that you've realized with your own strength.
As my sacred duty, I must ensure that it is fulfilled. I must have the courage and resolve to see it through.
Your Eminence, the royal priestess says she will conduct the divination seance. I see no grounds for you to forbid it, unless, of course, you are worried that it might reveal something you find inconvenient.
Mother! I am done letting you have your way.
Raifa, you would actually rebel against me, your mother and queen?
Though I am scared to see my father's death, I must face my fear. That is what Hornhead has taught me here today.
Raifa.
I am the royal priestess.
Oh,
I'm the royal
I didn't know that would
priestess.
be
Raifa
like this.
Padma Khura'in.
talk over it.
And I am prepared.
And I
to face
am
my
prepared
father's
to
death.
face my father's death.
Apologies, I didn't know that would be voiced like that.
Your Eminence.
I cut off the audio from the stream for you as soon as I could, Laura.
Well, there you go.
Sorry about that.
Apologies again, I thought you were doing it because she's about to do the oh holy mother thing again.
That's mostly what I was looking to do, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I didn't know that one was... I apologize, Laura.
It's cool. It's cool.
You've read the line, Lemming.
Yes.
Cool.
It seems the princess is more grown up than you thought.
Rafa.
Well then, let us proceed with the divination seance.
Now, Divot, do you think?
It's after Apollo's line.
The victim's final moments. This should be interesting. And to avoid this little debacle again. I wonder what Inga's memories are going to show us.
Oh, Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victims' souls to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Yay, we get to listen to the choir again.
This is the first episode so far where we've had 2 dances of devotion in the same one, right?
Yeah.
And in HD.
Although, is it though? Because I think with Mr. Real Nemu, I think we had 2 dances as well.
Forgot about Mr. Real Name. Yeah.
Probably the worst name in this actual game.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's up there with Deedman as well.
I hate real name more.
And that's Hannibal.
Pat's roll.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that of the pun names, I'll Be Your Guide is the only good one.
I mean, that's also because Albi's just a cutie.
Yeah.
Cutie patootie, professional.
Yes.
Professional, even.
I mean, part of his whole thing is getting money because he's cute. So
Yeah.
professional.
So he is a professional cutie patootie.
Incense, grapes, sour.
So we're inside the actual temple.
Footsteps. Man's voice. Pain. Footsteps. Explosion. Laughter. What's in
Well, we're boned.
Well, no, here's the thing. A faceless being. We need to investigate this first. Also, somebody may have already guessed why this is the case.
A faceless being?
I actually think that's a good cliffhanger for us to end.
Aww.
As disappointed as I am, because we started late and we're ending early, about 10 minutes early, I do think that's a nice, rather than get on with it, it's a nice place to kind of like end it. What the heck? And we end it there.
Fair point, Apollo. Fair point.
I wish it was next week already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same.
If anybody has the "oh my goodness" sound effect on their soundboard, now's the time to use it.
Goodness!
There we go.
Bruh.
So yeah, that is. Oh god, today's been a session. Today's been one hell of a good session. I think we had such great fun. We're half an hour short than we usually are because again we started late. We're still finishing early. We don't often do this, but again I try to find a good finishing point. I think this is a good. Rather than like pressing with the sounds and stopping mid through, I think it's nice to be coming into it fresh next time. So I think that's a good thing. I've enjoyed my time here with this fantastic cast as always. As always. Never a dull week with you lots. And yeah,
Right.
and I hope if you're there, lurking in the audience watching, watch us back in the future. I hope that you've also enjoyed your time so far. We will of
Hi,
course.
future drifting.
Yeah. And we'll probably get like a call out at that point. We're gonna raid into Weird because Weird is streaming, because why not? Because he's the only one streaming at this point. I also want to thank, of course, the cast for joining me. I want to thank Burr.
Hey.
I want to thank Divot.
Do I have time to plug?
Of course, absolutely.
Plug.
Join me on Tuesday, where I will be continuing Final Fantasy 1.
This insane man.
I would be doing it tomorrow, but it's Mother's Day. I'm going to go see my mother. So
makes sense.
Tuesday it is.
Good call.
I also want to thank Drifting.
If you need me, I'll be in the Capcom basement playing Uno with Clavier.
Yes, thank you.
I would not advise that. She stacks +4s.
So that was the joke.
Yeah, that was the joke. It all comes full circle.
It all comes full circle.
Like Drifting had sent me like, "Hey, I'm gonna do a joke. Please, can you follow up?" And I'm like, "Okay." And then the joke didn't happen, so I'm like, "Okay, well, what am I supposed to do then?"
And that's where we thank Kay for being here as well.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for providing the very short section of Maya as well.
Yeah.
But also for being here. I know that some of the cast here are here and they're just sat around not doing very much, but it's always a pleasure to have them here and also involved in the discussion of what goes on as well. So
And the jokes.
And the jokes, of course, the larks. And of course, I want to thank, of course, Laura as well.
We have two very potent Queen Garants here. Well done, Drifting, today. Well done.
Absolutely.
very much.
Well done to both of you. And well done for your performance as Rafa as well.
Yeah, you're amazing as Rafa. You're also amazing as Garant. I'm just glad I get to play a villain for a little bit.
Of course.
Ha ha.
Exactly.
The show would be nothing without our Mr. Right, and that, of course, is done by Lemon.
One day I'll play a villain, and then you'll all be sorry.
Ooh, don't tempt me. I got plans for you. And of course, Mist for joining us and playing some great roles as Dirk, and of course, Lucky.
Shout to gods. Yes.
I'll try and conduct the thing that Burr asked me to do earlier. You are not prepared.
Ooh,
Nice.
This is good.
Oh.
I said I can do the soft one, but when it gets to the grit, I think Divot's got that covered.
More like mysterious and like you will be. Anyway, yes.
Will be. I might use it another time.
All right then. This has been Silly Voices Saturday. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Good night.
Peace.
Good night.
And of course, remember.
Jesus.
Not sponsored.